The NFL Today on CBS is presented by Jeep. There's only one.
And welcome back to the NFL Today. And now Amazon takes you out to the sights and sounds of the game between the Steelers and the Browns. Let's throw it out to Cleveland with our announcers, Ian Eagle, Charles Davis, and Evan Washburn.
JP, the roller coaster ride that is the AFC North comes to Cleveland Browns Stadium today. This fan base has dealt with a lot of adversity, but their head coach, Kevin Stefanski, has his team focused on the task at hand, trying to go 1-0 for the week. The standings in the division, Baltimore 8-3, the Steelers and Browns both 6-3, and Cincinnati at 5-5. Welcome to the broadcast booth, everybody. Ian Eagle along with Charles Davis. Evan Washburn will join us down on the sidelines. The emotional pendulum has been swinging quite a bit this past week for the Cleveland Browns. They got the win last week, come from behind against Baltimore, and then the news hits on Wednesday that their starting quarterback, Deshaun Watson, is out for the rest of the season with a fracture in his right shoulder. So, Coach Stefanski has made the decision to go with the rookie, fifth-round pick out of UCLA, Dorian Thompson-Robinson at QB.
And remember, he won the QB2 job in preseason for a reason. And despite the fact he had a disastrous game against Baltimore, he's been able to step back, watch how it's done, and prepare better for this opportunity. They will call this game around him. They won't ask him to win it.
With more on the Browns, here's Evan.
Yeah, and Deshaun Watson is just the latest high-profile Browns offensive player to go down this season, joining Nick Chubb and both tackles. And while injuries are an unfortunate reality in the NFL, it has forced head coach Kevin Stefanski to really focus on the message to his team amidst the adversity, saying, we don't ride the roller coaster like everybody else. We have a job to get done, and nobody cares. And they can also lean on a pretty dynamic defense.
You're right, Evan. With Jim Schwartz calling the shots, they have been masterful. Number one in team defense. They're doing it in a number of categories, including third down and getting to the quarterback. Meanwhile, the Steelers defense, they've led the way, 4 wins in their last 5 games. But injuries continue to plague this unit. It happened again last week. They got the win over Green Bay, but they lost Quan Alexander, torn Achilles, out for the season, and Keanu Neal, the safety, rib injury. He's on IR. They have to go even deeper on their roster, CD.
Yeah, they had to go to the practice squad. Michael Walker, who played in Atlanta last year, had over 107 tackles. They'll need him against the Browns' running game. And Trenton Thompson gets his first start in the NFL today. He better be on point in the secondary. Look for some play action in his direction.
What we're seeing offensively, though, is juice in the running game. This has really come along in the last 2 weeks. They found their mojo. Huge numbers, the combination of Warren and Harris. It's clicking. And the rookie right tackle, Broderick Jones, he has provided a major lift, Charles.
He certainly has, and the Steelers come at you with a lot of running game. They love to get this big guy on the move, and he hits those targets. And look at the hole that opens behind him. Warren had over 100 yards against Green Bay. Najee Harris had over 80 yards, in large part because of Broderick Jones' ability to hit people in space. And then you have to protect your passer in the NFL. Look how he takes the best pass rusher for Green Bay, Rashawn Gary, past him, and Kenny Pickett runs downfield for a big first down.
Part of the criticism with this Pittsburgh offense in the last 6 weeks, they have not been able to work the middle of the field in the passing game. A lot of sideline stuff. The hope is for Pittsburgh they can solve some of that with Pat Freiermuth. Their tight end is back in the lineup. He's been out the last 6 weeks with a hamstring injury, and the Steelers are hoping to get it going through the air. Countdown to kickoff continues, a good old-fashioned AFC North battle. The Steelers and the Browns. We've got all the action coming up right here on CBS. It's Week 11, the NFL on CBS, coming to you today from Cleveland, Ohio. The Browns are hosting the Steelers. Two of the premier defensive players in the NFL will be featured. Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt. The opening kickoff is next.